Hey, good morning, everybody. You know, a lot of times when I shoot these videos, I want to be in more of a perfect setting rather than sitting in my vehicle. But, you know, sometimes I'm driving or home or on a hike or on a walk in the neighborhood or really, I could be anywhere. And sometimes something comes to my mind that I want to talk about and get out. And as any musician can tell you, when the idea for a song or the words to a song come into your mind, grab a napkin, grab a scrap piece of paper, text to yourself, get those words out, or they're going to be lost forever. And, you know, sometimes these ideas that I want to talk about, they're just like that. And so on my way to work, driving to work this morning, I thought about the most important investment that I've ever made, the most successful investment that I've ever made. And we talk a lot about investing on Entrepreneur TV. We don't give financial advice, but we do have discussions about finances and about money and investing. And I was thinking about the best investment that I've ever made, the most successful investment I've ever had was investing in myself. That actually is the most successful investment I've ever made. And what does investing in yourself mean? Investing in yourself can look like a lot of things. Again, coming from kind of a construction background and, you know, the type of real estate investing I do, much of it, a lot of it is new construction, development of neighborhoods, subdivisions, both commercial, residential, single family, multifamily. But so I'm around this construction a lot. So I'm always, the analogy that makes sense to me when I think about investing in myself or improving myself is like doing that interior remodeling, rather than focusing on the exterior. So, you know, rather than all the flashy things that I can have in life that to try and send out as a signal to people that I'm crushing it or killing it, my preference is to focus on the interior work, and doing that interior remodeling. You know, someone I mentor with a lot or from a lot is a man by the name of Robin Sharma. He, the author of several books, and I really encourage you to look him up. But my favorite book from him is the 5 a.m. Club. But at any rate, something he talks about a lot is like, what is your heart set as well as your mindset? And to live an abundant life and or a wealthy life, and I'm not talking about wealth and just money, I'm talking about a truly wealthy life. And to do that, you know, we need to be aware of not only what our mindset is, because that does play a huge part, but what is our heart set as well. And so when I'm doing that interior remodeling on myself by investing in myself, I'm working on my heart set as well as my mindset. So what are some things that I do to invest in myself? And you tell me what are the things you do in the comments below, because I love to read about those, and you may give me or someone else an idea we hadn't thought about and something we can add into how we improve ourselves and how we grow ourselves. So some of the important ones for me are spending time in solitude, spending time by myself, outside, and reflecting on what's going on in my life right now, reflecting on where I want to be going in my life, and reflecting on what my mindset is and what my heart set is. and spending time thinking about those things, thinking through those things without the distractions of the world, right? So if I can get in solitude somewhere, luckily I'm fortunate enough to live in an area where there's plenty of places to walk outside. And yes, I may be going through neighborhoods or near neighborhoods, but it's still a solitude type setting. But I'm also fortunate enough to live in an area where there are many outdoor activities, and so hiking is something I do a lot, spending time in the mountains, spending time in nature. And that's where I do most of my interior work and reflection, is when I'm out and I'm connected to nature, I'm one with nature, and I'm away from the distractions of the planet. I'm away from electronic devices, and I can hear more clearly, if you understand what I'm talking about. So another way that I invest in myself is incessant learning. I'm constantly reading, which I will share with you is intriguing to me, because this is coming from a person myself who I did not read my first book cover to cover until the age of 19. And then I didn't read the second book cover to cover until the age of 23. And so somehow I've managed to get through school without reading any books cover to cover. But I'll tell you, I was a C and D student, and mostly a D student. But at any rate, reading now is something that I do feverishly. I'm constantly reading, books, whether it be reading the actual physical book, which many of them I do have because I think there's value in that. But there's also value in, I am subscribed to Audible, and there's also many books on YouTube as well, right? And so listening to those as maybe I'm on a walk in the morning or in the afternoon. I've heard it referred to as walking university. And so reading is now something I feverishly do. I have my top 10 books that I think I'll share with you in another video. That's really not the point of this video. So here's another thing that I do to invest in myself is I put my money to work now. So my money works for me now rather than me working for my money. And I'm really hoping you can grasp that switch, because it is a game changer. Because if you, and another one of my mentors, Bob Proctor, talks about this a lot, but if you can't find a way to make your money work for you, and if you can't find a way to earn money while you're sleeping, you will have a job the rest of your life. So by investing in myself, by finding ways to make my money work for me now, and I don't think we need to get into those right now. There's virtually unlimited ways you can do that, and we discuss those investing strategies that I use and that I teach as I mentor. We discuss those in another video, but that's not the point of this one. But really getting your money to work for you instead of you work for your money is a huge investment in yourself, because it frees up your time, and time is literally the most valuable thing that you have. Money, I'm telling you, you can always get more money. But what you cannot get more of is time. Once you spend a half an hour or an hour on something, that time is gone forever. But I will tell you a concept of, by putting your money to work for you is like, that is a way you can, in a sense, purchase more time. So if I can pay someone to do things that I used to do myself, that's not being lazy. That's like me buying more time. So that's a nice little trick that you can use for yourself. And in that sense, you can gain some time. But always remember, time is the most valuable thing you have. So investing in yourself will be the most productive investment you can ever make. And so my suggestion to you is that if you don't already invest in yourself, begin that. Or if you already do, increase that. I can tell you, when I started investing in myself, it was 30 minutes a day. And then I moved it to an hour a day. And then 90 minutes a day. And then 2 hours. And now I'm at 2.5 hours a day. 2.5 hours a day I spend on investing in myself. I spend 2.5 hours a day on that interior remodeling, learning, growing, improving, books, TED Talks, master classes. One of the best courses I've ever taken, and I continue to take it to this day, is the Love and Logic course. I've taken that course, I'm at 15 times now in the last, 4 years maybe. I've taken that course 15 times. And, you're never going to get everything out of one course. So I've taken many master classes over and over, listened to TED Talks over and over, because each time I come away from those conversations and those classes, when I'm taking a class from someone, where I'm reading a book from someone, it's like having a conversation with them. If I spend 30 minutes having a conversation with Oprah, I leave that conversation a different person than the person who went into it. If I spend 30 minutes or an hour having a conversation with a Peter Diamandis, a Nelson Mandela, a Ray Dalio, a Warren Buffett, a Lisa Nichols, a Glennon Doyle, a Maya Angelou, a Gandhi, Robin Sharma, Vishen Lakhiani. Anytime I spend time with those people, I leave a different person. So I'm really suggesting to you that you invest in yourself, and I think you'll be surprised at the growth you'll see. If you like the video, give us a thumbs up. And again, please leave me your comments. I'd love to read those, and I think they're helpful to other people, and love to see you guys engaging in conversations with each other. And I love the suggestions, and wish you all a good day. Thanks for tuning in.